foreign, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that?
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. That I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because Whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23. Yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Black Knights 14. Browns nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 58 to Mike. 58. Hey, I'm 133. 58, boy. 58. 58 to Mike. Hurry, hurry. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Mayfield.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up second and 4.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, that's out to Chubb, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
You. Switch. Point it right.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
2-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Mike 5-4.
And again, it's Mayfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Black Knights.
Okay, ready? Sideline. Hey, check my 33. Check my...
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go!
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pettis now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Black Knights 17, Browns 7.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Mayfield took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield on play action. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Makes an extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Have some of this.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, here's the option.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Browns 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Complete to number 4.
15 yards through the air on a first down.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Mayfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
That's out to the left flat and complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
1st down, London.
Check 52. Liking 18.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
33. Check Mike 33. I smell fear in that.
He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. He's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mike check 33.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Black Knights 48, Browns 14.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check. Watch 54. You must be. Hurry. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. We own them. Mike 5-4. Point it right. God. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
At the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was...
Pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 33. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kicker on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The kicker on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Sacked.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that. Kings.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's able to put it through.
It's the score, Black Knights 78, Browns 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
First down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, Mayfield again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Second and long. Steps away. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the edge.
Run. Real.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
78.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel